What is up, guys? Welcome back to another GeekaWhat video, and today I'm taking you over the best $600 gaming PC build for 2018. This build is going to smash the latest AAA titles at 1080p, medium and high settings and give you some really great value. I will of course leave the links to all the parts mentioned in the description below, and you can find my full 2018 PC build playlist in the card section now. This build is really capable of the latest AAA titles, whether we're talking GTA 5, PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds, Fortnite, Wolfenstein II The New Order, Need for Speed Payback, just to name a few. We're looking at medium to high settings with anti-aliasing toned down a little bit, hitting that key 60 FPS mark. Head down to some of the slightly older, more popular titles such as World of Warcraft, League of Legends, Dota 2, and you're going to see well in excess of 100 frames per second at high and ultra settings. So let's jump in with the parts I chose and why, kicking it off as always with the CPU. For the CPU I went for AMD's Ryzen 3 1300X chip. The reason I selected this CPU is A, because it's got 4 cores, it's a quad core CPU, which should help to future-proof this build and make the CPU compatible with all the latest AAA titles, and it's got a fast 3.5 GHz base with 3.7 GHz boost clock speed, which means for slightly older games which prefer fast single-threaded performance, this is going to work great in those. For the motherboard in this build, I actually went for ASUS's Prime B350M-E, and there's a few key things to note about it. This motherboard not only looks really good, but also has an M.2 slot on board with plenty of super fast USB 3 ports. Not only that, it sits on the B350 chipset, which means it actually supports the overclocking of this Ryzen CPU. So if you want to get some free performance by essentially sending a bit more power to the CPU, forcing it to run faster, then you can absolutely do so. It's also got a pretty sick looking black and red colour scheme and comes from ASUS, so you are going to get slightly better customer service than you might find with other brands if a problem does arise. For the RAM in this build, for the memory, I selected a single 8GB DIMM of Corsair's Vengeance LPX DDR4. And now memory RAM pricing has been all over the place in recent months and even years, and has gone up by quite a large margin. This Corsair stuff, however, doesn't seem to be too bad value compared to other kits out there, and is super reliable. I've got loads of this stuff and used it in so many builds and never had a single problem. Its low profile, sleek black design will also mean that if you install a big bulky CPU cooler as an upgrade later on, you shouldn't really have any clearance issues. Plus it's on Amazon Prime, which will mean you get super quick shipping on it. For the storage in this build, I went and selected a simple Seagate Barracuda 1TB hard drive. An SSD is going to be quite a bit faster and will mean that your boot up speeds on your PC are significantly increased. However, they're just very expensive, and it would mean making other sacrifices in this build which really badly affected the gaming performance. This 1TB drive also gives you plenty of capacity as well, 1000GB for your movies, music, games, all of that good stuff, and is pretty reliable in my experiences. The 7200 RPM speed is as fast as your mainstream consumer hard drives get, and it comes in at around the $40 price point, which is really good value. The next component in this build is of course the graphics card, and this is a bit of a tricky choice given current market conditions. The rise of cryptocurrencies such as Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum have paved the way for massive demand for graphics cards. This is because GPUs can be used to essentially mine these cryptocurrencies, and that means that they've either been out of stock or really highly priced. The GTX 1050 Ti seems one of the lesser affected graphics cards, and in this build I chose ASUS's GeForce Strix model with 4GB of VRAM. All in all though, if you can pick up any 1050 Ti at a decent price point, you aren't going to see too much of a performance discrepancy, and that is going to do you well. Hopefully cryptocurrencies will start to fall off and thus graphics card prices should start to fall in the short term, however we can only hope. The penultimate part in this build is the case. Now this is a new one from Thermaltake, their Versa H17. Now I may actually review this in an upcoming video because I've been that impressed with it. It really is incredible. Its super cheap price point with new sleek design makes this the budget case to beat. It's got a metal PSU shroud as well to hide any excess cables from a non-modular power supply, and good drive mounting options. It supports micro ATX motherboards and has front panel USB 2 and 3 and is a win-win all around. The final part in today's build is of course the power supply, and this one also comes from Thermaltake. It's their TR2 500W unit. Overall it is super cheap but also nice and reliable and has an 80+ certification, meaning it's guaranteed to run above 80% efficiency at all times. Its great value price point makes it a really attractive add-on for this build, and all in all I can 100% recommend. But that about wraps it up for today's video. If you did enjoy it, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe for more content from me. If you'd like to check out any of my other content, you can find that on your screen now. But as always, we'll see you in the next GeekaWhat video.